Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, or whatever the fuck you think you are, to TheLofCast. Boy Pape, what you saying, brother?
Chilling, man. How you doing?
Writer, former athlete, very talented, multifaceted artist, overall great guy. Make some noise wherever the fuck you are, or you're a bitch. New music, May 30th, full rebrand. Talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, kind of took a dive into the country aspect of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't really know what kind of perpetuated me to do it, but I think mostly my dad. Just he was big on the country stuff, and now he's not here. Just kind of want to see that through.
Yeah.
I just think country too. There's a lot of room right now for kind of like urbanization and kind of a genre and demographic that wasn't really open to it before, which I think is exciting. And then like spending time in Oklahoma, living in Oklahoma for a while.
Yeah, when you were playing baseball, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Different lifetime, but definitely something that stuck with me was like the country lifestyle and just the music in general, and like I don't know, the energy that it brung was really attractive to me. So I figured, fuck it, let's give it a shot. You know?
What about like the lifestyle appeals to you?
The incest.
Hell yeah.
No. I think
we were just talking about that with Scotty the other day. We realized that everything is just incest.
Yeah.
That's why we're all retarded.
It makes sense. Yeah, I'm on some kind of spectrum. I'm on good weed, drink, and the spectrum for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that covers it. But yeah, I think just the simplicity and like just like the bells and whistles and all the fancy shit that you find in like, I mean, like for me, like I'm comparing it to rap because that's kind of what I used to do, but like it's more simple. And like I think it's more like just about like who you are instead of like what you have, which is kind of like
less materialistic.
Yeah. I think that's a big part of it for me. Just I think also like I associated with the party scene down there, and like some of the parties were just fucking wild. Like, I remember going to house parties in Oklahoma, and there'd be somebody like holding roosters and like just like barn animals in the fucking party. Like you can't, you know, if
broads with cowboy boots.
Yeah. The Southern Belle thing is pretty
I love a Southern
sick,
accent,
dude.
bro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That was one of the wild. Like they think you're foreign when you're down there too. I'm like, dude, I'm like fucking 12 hours north of you. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm just another white guy. Don't worry.
yeah. But because we have like over 80 IQ, they think it's different. So yeah.
Like, where are you from? I love when I get the "where are you from" talking to American girls. It's like, I don't know.
Bro, I'll tell you, you only know fucking Idaho, so I don't know what the fuck to tell you. No one in the States like knows anything else about anything
Canada.
else. Any other country. Like, you can talk to them about anything. They have no fucking idea, man. Like you talk about like just for Texas, they talk about Ontario's like 1 1/3 of Texas. Like it shits on Texas size wise, and that's like their claim to fame. Like everything there in Texas, dude. Like no, it's not. It's not bigger.
Have you been to Texas yet?
Yeah.
Which parts?
I've been all over, man.
Sick.
So when I was in school in Oklahoma, a couple of my teammates were from Texas. So like, I think like one of the cooler things I did was in College Station, which is Texas A&M. So when Johnny Manziel was playing there, I went to the A&M versus Alabama game.
Sick.
It's like 110,000 people. It was fucking wild. But yeah, just like that. I guess that ties into like the lifestyle down there too that appeals to me is like
the sports, family.
Yeah, like all the community shit, man. If you're from there or like, you know, you're doing something there, it's so much easier for people to get behind it than I find like at least here or in a lot of other places. But
100%.
That welcoming like Southern hospitality applies to like a lot of different things there, which is kind of pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm trying to go to Atlanta, bro. That's my goal for next year.
Atlanta's great.
I haven't been yet, but I'm gonna fly out there, kind of figure out. I've got enough contacts. I'm trying to figure out kind of where I want to be and all that situation stuff. But yeah, bro, I'm super down with Canada, dude.
A good part of Atlanta, it's 2 girls for every 1 guy. So girls are shooting their shots like dudes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is
That's great.
Some of them like. Yeah, they're aggressive, like, dude,
Nice.
Yeah, I've never felt like scared of walking home before, you know, until I went to Atlanta.
Like, hey, yo!
Yeah, from like 4 blocks away, you're fucking hitting the run,
That's fire.
Yeah,
that's funny. You get to feel like what it's like being a chick.
Yeah, dude, I felt the prettiest girl in school, dude, it's sick.
That's fire. What's your favorite experiences and places in America so far?
In places in America?
Yeah. Where do you like the most, or where would you want to be if you are trying to go there? I don't know if you're trying to stay up here. Or what?
Man, I kind of like Florida.
Florida
Yeah,
rules.
like
Yeah.
I know the news headlines give it a bad rap.
No, fuck
and,
that,
all
bro.
the meth, but like it's kind of why I like it. Like
It's a bit crazy.
It's like the Wild West in the East. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's warm.
It's warm.
Pretty sick. There's beaches and shit. And like I don't know. Growing up in Long Island, like New York, I was like 20 minutes from the beach all the time. So I think beaches.
You grew up in Long Island before?
I was born there.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
Man. I'm a mutt. I'm from everywhere, but I was born.
So you're dual citizen.
Yeah.
Oh, say a word, bro.
Yeah. So depending
I
on what
didn't know
happens,
that.
I'm gonna be cutting, dude. But I grew up in New York until I was 8. My parents are both Canadian, so that's why I have the dual. And then I had my baseball scholarship in Oklahoma until I tore my rotator cuff. And then I was back here for a few years, then LA.
Yeah.
And then I've been back here for like the last 8 years or so.
Right.
But yeah, dude, just hopping around, dude.
Yeah, man. That's fire, bro. Yo, so do you think, like, why was Nintendo DS dunking on Down syndrome so hard? Like, how'd they make that a product?
Oh, I know, like almost all of them have one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which I think is the only differentiator between me and them right now. I don't have one.
Yeah.
Also, it should be called Up syndrome because I've never seen one pissed. Have you ever seen anyone pissed off?
No.
Nothing sad.
No, they're the best,
cheesing,
bro.
Dude.
Apparently, I've got one second cousin in Saskatoon.
Nice.
So I'm sure she's like the best person ever.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet, the only happy person in Saskatchewan.
Yeah. She's probably upping the morale there for sure.
Absolutely,
for sure.
bro. What do you think, when do you think the world's gonna end, if you had to estimate?
I think it's already fucking done, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like as far as it like imploding, I think we got a few fucking weeks still. But like I think since COVID, man, this shit's been different. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, dude. Like talking to anyone older than us, like you always hear them talking about like, oh, this era, like they're talking about like, oh, the 60s, 70s, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Some nostalgic shit.
Yeah, now I'm doing that. I'm like, oh, the 90s, like anything pre-COVID, I'm like, fuck, I miss it. And like,
yeah, we're getting old.
Yeah, dude, and like, it's just different now. Like, walking around, like all, like it's just different, man. These kids coming up now, they're all like iPad kids, like. I don't know. They're all like obsessed with screen time and shit. Like you never see kids play hockey or anything, dude.
No.
Like you never see anyone playing outside. And we're at a park right now, so there's kids obviously here. But look, their parents are they're forced, right?
Yeah. This is a school thing. This is not.
This is curricular.
Yeah. This is not social.
No, dude. Yeah, this is mandatory.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I think like the world like that we knew it as is already gone, man. But now it's it's just kind of forming to what it is now, but I don't know if that's me getting older and like understanding things more, or shit really just hitting the fan. I don't really know. But
I think probably both.
Yeah. We don't really have anything to compare. Like this is the only life we're living, right? So
absolutely.
I can't be like, oh, last lifetime it wasn't like this, but
yeah.
Fuck. Like,
I do think it's just gonna get like consistently more insane.
Yeah, dude. And like, have you ever asked your parents, like, whenever you have something going on in your life, like you haven't been through before, it's a hardship or whatever, I always bounce something off my parents. Like, what'd you do in this? Bro, anything in the last 5 years, it didn't fucking happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get advice on shit no one's been through. So there's definitely some different shit going on. But I mean, man, we're here, right? So might as well try and make the best of it.
Absolutely, bro. What would you say favorite country artist, like inspo?
Ooh, man. There's a couple, man. Like, I mean, Morgan Wallen, big one. Johnny Cash, a big one.
Sick.
Old country and the roots that it brings are like unmistakably like the foundation of country still.
Right.
I just think there's a lot of wiggle room, like kind of like off of that.
Right.
Right. But yeah, I think like there's definitely a line that's like too far. Yeah. I don't want to badmouth anybody, but this Epic Records had this country artist that was getting like a lot of rap features and stuff, and it wasn't country to me anymore. Like there's definitely a line you can cross, but I think
it's just pop.
Yeah, or just like rap, like
it's just rap, but we'll just package as a country.
Yeah.
To like try to hit the South kind of thing.
Yeah, dude, and like I don't know, that's cool. But even with my background coming from rap and going into the country, like I don't want to bring that energy to like this new genre as much. So I think I think the roots and like paying attention to the roots of country are super important. When like you're trying to kind of build like your own genre or your own sound in something that's already existing, I think you have to pay respect to that. But
absolutely. Would you say like calling in for wellness checks, is that just like self-care? Because like they're just seeing if you're like you're good or not, like you're well.
I mean, yeah, fuck. Every time I've done it, it was self-care, I guess.
Yeah.
Been on a 72-hour hold a few times.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Builds character.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, just fucking water, no TV, and Ativan. See how you do, right?
Yeah. Give you the nice little blue coat treatment.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
A little fashion.
Every time you get some new drip.
Yeah.
But they don't let you read books and stuff in
No.
case you're gonna like stab yourself or something.
Yeah. You can't write letters because that's a threat.
Yeah.
The fuck. I actually, so with my paramedic background, I did shifts in the mental hospital.
Okay. Up like north.
Yeah,
Houston?
North
Yeah.
Bay.
Oh, okay.
And
that's gotta be pretty rough.
yeah, it's a soap opera in there, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely some sad cases, but definitely some not so sad ones that are kind of amusing. But
That's nice.
yeah, I don't
It's
know
good
if I
to
should
get some
talk too much.
stuff.
I don't want to lose my job, but
yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
I'll pop in and then I'll do some behind the scenes. That way you won't get fucked. What would you say like top Airbnb recommendations for serial killers? Like I wonder.
Oh fuck.
Is that like the
That's
new
stumped
like,
me, dude.
what's the new school way? I don't know. That might even be too dumb. Like,
Well,
if you got,
now
like, a
you can
nice alias-
now you can fuck like serial killers don't even have to do it themselves. Like with the dark web and shit.
Oh right.
I've been on some deep holes, some rabbit holes on TikTok lately, but on like Silk Road or whatever the fuck, I'm not even sure if it's still alive.
they took it down. There,
The guy
like
got
there's
free,
there's scams now.
Okay.
But yeah, the guy got
But you can
Shut up, bro.
You can hire like dudes to do it for you.
Yeah,
you know? Like
absolutely.
it's 2025. Like don't get your hands dirty, you know.
yeah.
So like just hire some guy from Sweden to come over and do it. Or
But
whatever the fuck
isn't
from.
that like part like there's like their joy though? It's like the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, but like I mean, some people like to go and order food or go to Blockbuster. Now they have Netflix. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah. So you just kind of like live through.
You just got to, like I said, 2025, we're adjusting with the times.
Yeah,
they have
absolutely.
to too, I think.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Get with the times,
Yeah,
boys.
just modernize yourself, dude. Stop being so fucking old school.
That's crazy. I fuck with that. Any advice for virgins out there? There's still a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of virgins in 2025.
Dude, I feel like one lately. I've been keeping it tucked, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
I don't know. But fuck, I don't know, man. I was thinking, actually, like driving over, someone was telling me about like some encounter they had, some hookup. But sex is kind of gross, dude. Like thinking about like COVID a couple of years ago, like we're wearing a mask. Your body's in another body, dude. That's kind of diabolical when you break it down.
Being in someone.
Yeah. Like you're right. Yeah, you're in there. Like, so I mean, if you're
the
scared,
natural
stay
sleeping
scared.
bag.
Maybe. If you're not, good for you. I guess. I don't know. All women are terrified of me now. So
In what sense?
Oh, dude. I don't know. I can't anymore, dude.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just can't. I don't know, dude. All girls want the same. Like, at least in my. There's definitely a trend. You know, 6 figures, 6 foot. I'm none of these things, you know. So I might as well just take a seat on the bench, you know.
That's always funny. Has it been like brought up to you as bluntly as that before?
No.
I've had those conversations where like, yeah, you don't make enough for me, and I'm like, you're right.
Wow.
You're not. I'm like, you're right. I'm okay.
Yeah. How much do you make? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
dude, like it's fucked, man. Girls think like money comes out of your asshole, dude. They're like, yeah, I need $300K. What, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Like the president makes like $350.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucked?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna
wild.
say it is unfortunate. Obviously, like most of the time when I meet chicks that like have more of a normal mentality, then there's some other catch with it. Like if they're not materialistic, then there's like some other kind of block or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really difficult to like actually like find someone to build with. But what's also funny too is like, fuck, where was I going? I lost it. Who cares?
Dude, even like I find too, like I'm not sure if it's this generation or like
I
don't know,
remember.
me getting older or whatever,
Yeah.
but there's so much every time I've been trying to date too, there's so much unhealed trauma that
Right.
I find people are trying to heal like in a relationship.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey, if your dad got hit by a bus, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, go to therapy.
Yeah, definitely talk to somebody about that and get off Tinder. You know,
Yeah,
I think that's like that's
sure.
pretty clear cut. But for some
Yeah.
people, it's not
that clear.
black and white.
Yeah, I was gonna say the ego. It was my mom's birthday yesterday, so we were out for dinner, and I was like, she didn't realize or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you don't realize how egotistical like your average chick is now, and it makes sense. because at any given point you have like 50 dudes hitting you up at every single day, probably at least like 30% low ball if you're like decent looking, are offering to pay everything.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, cool, like why am I talking to you? Like I only have so much time.
Yeah, that's the thing
I do
too.
get it, but it's crazy that that's like a thing, bro.
Like courting and all that shit is done, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you have to jump into girls' DMs and drop your stats. Like,
yeah.
What the
It's
fuck
like,
is this? Like,
it's a value proposition.
yeah,
it's
what
like
is
a
this,
job.
Madden? Like, what the fuck? Like, and like, yeah, she has like 50 to pick from any time because everyone's so
business.
accessible, bro. All you have to have is their fucking handle, and you're in there, like swimwear. You know what I mean? So it's just a different time, bro. I think I'm an old soul. Like, the more I'm talking about it now, I'm realizing like nothing like none of this shit resonates with me. So I don't know,
It's like
man.
consulting culture.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your value proposition?
Yeah,
for
what do you
this?
bring to the table?
Yeah, and
What
it's
the
like,
fuck?
well, shit, I guess, yeah, we're not gonna like each other or anything.
Yeah,
That's
like
just
first
cut
off,
to the
what's
chase.
your name? You know what I mean? What the fuck? Like,
tell me one thing about you.
yeah, like it's fucking crazy.
What'd you say is like some of the biggest reasons why you make music?
So I think one like the biggest reason I started making music was after baseball, me tearing my rotator cuff. My whole life kind of revolved around sports. So, like, that was like my plan A, you know.
Right.
And like I didn't really have a plan B. At that time, I was like I eat and slept and breathed fucking sports.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like my direction in life. And then when it stopped, I realized like how much it gave to me, like even therapeutically, like it was my de-stressor and all that. So I had to find a new one.
Right.
Music was something I've done like my whole life. I grew up playing drums. My dad was playing drums, so that's how I kind of got into rhythmic music in general. I realized like that became my new outlet, I guess. And like self-therapy, like I went through a lot of fucked up shit in Oklahoma that like I didn't talk to my parents about. So I tore my rotator cuff, but then I ended up getting kicked out of school actually down there because I was selling drugs down there. My coach found out, and so it was a messy situation. And there's just things I wasn't really wanting to tell my parents, and like I didn't really know who to talk about. Anyone I told the story to, they didn't look at me like they understood. They're like, "What the fuck," you know? So music became like my outlet to kind of like get the things out I wanted to talk about that like I didn't feel like I could talk about with anyone else.
Right.
And it, like therapeutic. It was something to fill my time and like surround myself with and like have something to do now that I didn't have sports. I think that's how it started. It was just like hobby based, and then I mean one thing led to another, and opportunities started to arise, and I just tried to capitalize on them, and that's how that happened. And I think now that's how I definitely started making music. I think the biggest reason I'm still making music, like the only reason I'm releasing like this month, because I didn't think I was ever gonna release music again when my dad passed, to be honest with you. But he was my biggest
inspiration.
Yeah, and like all this country stuff was his favorite music that I made. So it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of like my duty to get this out and make it right and just honor him in that way.
So what was your guys' relationship like?
My best friend, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
dude. It was. I was
Sorry,
really.
bro.
It's all good, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, it was. He's my best friend, man. Like, yeah, I didn't have anyone that like any friends or anything like that I could relate to as closely. He knew everything about me. I knew everything about him. And like even like just the way he died and stuff. Like, he ended up dying next to me in the car. So we were he wanted to go for lunch, man, and. Yeah, we did that like every weekend type deal. Like we'd find a place kind of within like an hour or two radius of where we're living on Lake Simcoe. And I'd moved back home by that time because my mom was working in Florida, and I didn't trust him to be alone by himself. He already had existing heart problems and whatnot. So I moved back home, packed my life up here, moved back home. And yeah, like he went on a bike ride that morning. So like it wasn't anything expected, but yeah, so we picked a restaurant we were gonna go to for lunch, and I had like an overwhelming feeling. I was like, I need to drive, and he was like, I'm gonna drive. It's like something just sunk in my stomach, and I was like, I don't know why or what it was, I don't remember, but I was like, I need to drive. And then a couple of minutes of arguing, finally he lets me take the wheel, so I take my car, and maybe half an hour later, man, he just dropped dead next to me in the seat in the middle of Muskoka. No cars, no stores, no people around. It was just me and him, and CPR for 8 minutes until the paramedics got there, and it was brain damage sets in like 1 minute and 37 seconds. So he was way past that point.
Fuck, dude.
So they ended up getting a beat back on him, but his brain there's no brain activity, so he was brain dead. So he's on life support for 2 days to see if anything changed, and unfortunately nothing changed. So took him off life support, and I watched him take his last breath again. And yeah, man, it was a pretty dark one, man. But in the scheme of things, like, I like my mom, my sister say I was his favorite person in the world. He was definitely mine, and like I feel like if you're gonna go, like that was a pretty good way to go.
Being with people you love.
Yeah, and like going to do something happy. He was smiling. Like 30 seconds before he died, man, I think he knew something was gonna happen, but he like reached over and put his hand on my knee, and he's like, "This is a great day." And like 30 seconds later, bro, he fell over onto me, and that was it. But
what would you say
man.
some of the biggest takeaways from like the loss and like that experience, and obviously there's a lot of life lessons in that.
Yeah, man. I think the biggest one, honestly, like, is the last thing he said, like, sums up his attitude and his approach to everything, and that's something I try and practice as much as I can. I'm definitely not as good as being positive as he is, but I try, and yeah, I think this is a great day, like, just looking at the positives and the silver lining of every situation, which is why I try and view his death that way and take the positives from it, and, like, he was with people he loved, doing things he loved, and, like, I think if you live your life that way, and that's the perspective you decide to take, like you'll find a lot more positives and pros in your life than cons and negatives, you know. And I think in a weird way that was a wake up call for me, because I was a pretty negative dude up to that point, and really changed my perspective on things. So even though now he's gone, like I never stopped learning lessons from him, you know. So I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I always believe that, you know, anyone that makes like a really big impact, like they're never gone. It's like, you know, I still get, it's weird, and like like I was really connected to my grandmother, and I'll just get random like moments of inspiration when like I know, like just a gut feeling, and I know it's coming from her, and I just do it, bro. It's like,
dude,
it's a wild thing. But yeah, I love what you said about optimism too, man. It's like, that's something like, when I'm just at peace and I know it's like, okay, cool, I don't have what I want, I got what I need, everything's gonna be okay no matter what happens. It's like, I got no complaints, you know what I mean?
Man, like it can always be worse, man. And I think that's like when we're in our own little bubble and like, you know, going through whatever you have to go through day to day, it's easy to get caught up in that and forget like the bigger picture. And like in reality, like I know it sounds so cliche, but we're all so minuscule in like the scheme of things going on, and like it can always be worse, man. I'm sure it could be better for a lot of people, but it can always be worse, you know.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah, things could always, I feel like a lot of people need to hear that, because it's really easy to just sit around on the fucking doom scrolling and just getting pissed off about stuff.
Oh fuck yeah.
There's a billion conflicts all the time and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I'm like verbatim, I'm terrible for that. Like, I'm commenting on like people halfway around the world just like sending hate, you know. Like I'm terrible at that. But like in my real life when I'm off my phone, like I think like just trying to look at things positively and like just taking that step towards, you know, leading your life that way will just lead to better things in general. So I don't think it's gonna hurt anybody to try and live that way, you know.
No, absolutely, bro. Do you think I was thinking about this a lot recently, like, were concentration camps just trying to, like, stop ADHD? Because it's, like, a big problem nowadays.
Are you Jewish?
Half, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because, like, it kind of makes sense, though, too, because, like, autistic people love trains, right? You got a whack load of them there.
I don't want to go to jail, dude. The fuck? Holy shit. I think they were bad. I think they were concentrating on the wrong stuff. I'll tell you that. I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable take, definitely. Thoughts on the whole like top 5 Kanye relationship that's been blooming, similar stuff?
Yo, okay, I got a lot to say. Like I said, I've been chronically online lately.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, dude. Kate, I think he needs to concentrate more, for sure. Top 5? I think he's walking one lane or the other. How you Drake shooter than accepting a swastika chain from
the
Kanye?
Photos beside each other are crazy.
Bro. That guy, I don't know, man. I think, like, the amount of desperation you have to be doing what he's doing is, it's commendable. And it's also extremely terrifying that a human can get to that state.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think like a couple days or like a couple years and Cam H were doing well.
I think he's gonna perform with Ye in South Korea, he was saying.
That's crazy. That's a kid that shouldn't have had iPad time growing up. You know what I mean? When we're talking about kids that have too much of it, he definitely had too much of something. But
like maybe that's just like keeping him out of jail though. Is that why he's down? He's just like, fuck it. Like, what do I have to say? It's almost like
it seems like he's trying to go back.
Yeah.
He's trying to go back. Like, bro, how do you talk about Drake paying your lawyer fees and then you link up with Kanye and wear the swastika chain and Drake's half Jewish?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, he's full. His mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what, bro?
Yeah.
What? Like, yeah.
It's not. You can't even spin that ironically.
No, like, you know how like a lot of the shit Kanye's done, except for this one. I don't get this one, but a lot of times you can look back in hindsight and be like, oh, he did that because of this.
Right.
Like. Top 5, there's no correlation between his movements. He's just like, I think his bipolar just flares up and he just acts on whatever the fuck is in his cerebellum.
I guess maybe that's like their connection. They're both like super bipolar.
Yeah, like, yeah, that'd be the scariest room to be in, dude.
I would love to interview Kanye right now.
It's like being in a room with 2 lions that haven't been fed, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like Kanye, I don't know.
Kanye, Alex Jones, Putin, Kim Jong-un, that's like my dream list.
Blunt rotation?
Yeah. A little blunt rotation, but like for pods, dude, that'd be fire. Just to like kind of get in the headspace and just be like, yeah, just see where we go.
You know Kim Jong-un is the biggest consumer of Hennessy in the world?
Nice.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
and Dennis Rodman consumer also.
Absolutely.
Big Dennis guy.
Yeah. Definitely a big Dennis guy. Go-to fast food.
Fuck. Canada or US?
Wherever. Let's go wherever.
I'm a big supporter of Chick-fil-A.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not all their comments in the past.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't eat their food for what they say. You know what I mean? I hate people that do that, bro. Like,
it's crazy.
I fucking hate people that do that. Like, either eat there or don't.
Absolutely.
And like,
it's food, bro.
Like, dude,
I'm definitely politicizing food, bro.
Yeah, like, dude, it's a sandwich. Relax. I think that's fucking crazy, bro. And like, I do get it. Like, it's pretty wild for the CEO to like pop out and say some shit like that, but
but it is just some white guy.
Yeah, it's also from his perspective, he's probably like, it's a fucking sandwich. You know, he's probably thinking like I am. Like, who the fuck cares? Yeah. It's bread and meat.
Yeah.
You know?
Why would anyone give a fuck what I have to say? I'm just some rich asshole.
Yeah. It's like
I don't eat this shit.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like if you're that out in the world, like I try not to say anything. Like I definitely have like political and religious standpoints and whatnot, whatever.
Right.
But I'm on the internet, like, the only reason I'm on the internet is for music and, like, entertainment, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not, like, I'm not there for my political views. I'm not going to voice them. Know why? Because no one gives a fuck.
Right.
So, yeah,
I wish my dad took more notes from that. My dad's so funny, dude. It was hilarious. Even yesterday, so my mom was sharing, because he's like, they're both like super lefty. And then he likes to go off on, I'm not going to say the name of the individual he goes off on because I'm trying to move to America. But, you know, he's always pretty extreme.
Yeah.
And then she was saying that someone or whatever. And then he, like, kept on getting, he's like, who was it? I'm like, bro, who gives a fuck? It's like, you are extreme. It's like, that's probably where I get it from. I'm like, now I know I go a little bit maybe more creative than he does.
Yeah.
And differently. But I'm just like, bro, like, you can't, like, post some, like, really, like, bold shit and then be like, oh, why is someone thrown off by this?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with old people too, dude. Parents, like, they're like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That shit rings so true with like parents, especially when they get to their elder years, bro. Like, they're just so locked in whatever the fuck they, you know.
That's why Facebook rules, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
dude, the statuses.
It's like crash out Twitter.
60+ statuses are wild.
It's awesome.
And occasionally, like, you'll get a political stance in like a Google search. So they meant to put in Google, but it's in their Facebook status.
Or when like bad stuff happens and then they just like you don't even see the whole case happen.
Yeah.
On profiles, bro.
Man, they get so fired up when like events happen because they're like, everyone's been waiting for me to post a status. You know, all 70 friends I have, they're probably salivating at the mouth to hear my interpretation of this.
Yeah.
I gotta get on the internet. You know what I mean? Which is
I gotta go, dude.
My mom does that shit, and she'll tell me after and be like, well, I posted about this. I'm like, wow, you're such a fucking warrior.
You're a freedom fighter.
Wow, look at you go. You're changing the world, one status at a fucking time.
I love it, dude.
Love it.
Social justice warriors are the best, bro.
Fuck, man.
Best advice you've received? That's a hard one. Or like you can pick a couple. hard to like.
I think one that my dad used to say a lot, and like, I don't know, sounds cliche again, but let go, let God.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, and I'm definitely guilty of that, just trying to control things in my life you can't control.
Yeah, man.
Getting like letting it change who you are, and like your decisions, and sometimes things are just out of your hand, and like you just gotta trust the process, whatever you believe in. If it's just the process, if it's the universe, if it's a religion,
whatever it is, man.
Yeah, but you have to have faith in the bigger picture, and micromanaging your life isn't gonna get you too far, and that's one that's rang true to me. And then. I mean, on a serious note, like, I talk shit all the time, but like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Everyone's got enough shit going on in their lives, and I think like it's more apparent now, like with just people posting all their problems on the internet and shit, and like that's cool, whatever. But like, yeah, I think people forget that like once you're in your little bubble again, like everyone's going through something.
Absolutely.
And like just to be the nicer, bigger person sometimes it's just gonna serve you well. You're never gonna turn your head or look back in hindsight and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that nice thing.
Yeah.
Like,
God, I should have been a dick there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Should have fucking. Yeah. Like you don't think that way, but when you do something negative, there's always a time in your life you look back at it, you're like, fuck, I wish I didn't really do that. And it could be like the next day, it could be 5 years from now, you know? But like those ones suck, dude.
That would be really funny if someone's on their deathbed and they're just like, oh man, I never got a good one on Kirk 30 years ago. That piece of shit.
Exactly.
And that's how they go out. They're just like, he's just mad that he wasn't shittier.
Right? Yeah, I should have cheated on my wife. Like no one's saying that on their deathbed, you know?
To her?
Yeah, while she's there holding her hand, your
Carol.
fucking bony, veiny hand.
Your sister was always hotter.
Yeah. Yeah, like flatline.
Yeah, that'd be ruthless, bro.
Yeah, I would I would say those are my two biggest pieces of advice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yo, how come no one's made a Ice Ice Baby remix with people getting deported yet?
Music video would be really hard to shoot because you can't get in CCOT.
Just like, I guess drone footage?
Yeah.
You know, or just like some kind, like a Channel 5 style reporting, but just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that would do pretty well on, I'm trying to like think of the word, I feel
like Trump's social media team's like already on it. You know, like now that we just spoke it into the world, they're like, they're formulating already.
Yeah.
AI's doing work.
What's the use case for modern women?
What do you mean?
Like, now so we talked about the value proposition they want out of, like, what's their value proposition nowadays?
Fuck if I know, man. I'm fucking 6 feet, 10-foot pole away from women right now. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just want one to be fucking nice, dude.
It's always good.
Yeah, nice and have a job. Like, I'm not aiming too fucking high. Apparently I am, but yeah. I don't know. Bare necessities would be sick.
Yeah.
Healed trauma, also pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fake eyelashes, don't like them. Maybe don't wear them. Those are some of the check boxes for me.
Yeah. Pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, okay, this is so fucking random, but one of the last girls I met up with on Tinder, Bumble, whatever it was like 2 years ago. I haven't used the app in a minute since I realized how haunted women are right now. But
haunted is crazy. I like that.
Dude, especially on the app. They're not in real life, but on the apps, bro, all the crazies are there. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be a good idea. The ones hiding behind the phone are the ones I'm gonna go after is insane.
It's fun. It's a fun dice to throw sometimes.
Yeah.
What happened?
I forgot where I was going with that.
So you had some bad experience 2 years ago? Yeah.
Don't eat Cheetos in my bed. You know? Don't eat Cheetos and rub your fucking orange fingers on my sheets.
Jesus.
Don't do that. Like,
that's gross.
Yeah. That's a very specific one.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. Okay, this is a crazy one. So, do you remember, this is like 8 years ago, maybe longer, but there was a woman that climbed like a crane in the middle of the night, and then Toronto Police had to get her down?
No, but I could see that happening.
Okay, so I went on a fucking Tinder date with her before that incident. Bro, so we went to a bar. Yeah. And then we're walking to get food. And she's had a few drinks in her, right? So she's starting to like loosen up and do things she wasn't doing when I initially met her. Okay. Fucking 2 hours ago. Yeah. So she starts like dude, can this see this? Yeah, dude, we're like walking, and she starts like on trees, bro.
She's doing parkour.
You're an adult, bro. So yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? And then like as she drank, it got perpetually worse. And she was like climbing like construction equipment and shit. And I was like, get the fuck down. And then
Get down.
yeah, like I was like, what am I, your babysitter? Like get down, what? And yeah, she's just climbing shit, bro. And then like not 3 weeks later, I see her fucking face, bro, like 200 feet up on a crane, bro. Unfazed, bro. She's sitting there like so chill. I'll find the footage. I'll find the footage and send it to you so you can punch it into this.
Yeah.
It's fucking bonkers, bro.
Yeah, that's
but,
awesome.
Like, I'm not sure if it's my luck or my lack of screening. Like, maybe I need more TSA screening for Tinder and shit.
For sure.
But I seem to attract all the fucking crazies. And not even, like, the cool crazy. Like, you hear guys be like, oh, yeah, she's wild. Like, bro, no, she was fucking wild. And, like, not in a good way. Like join top 5 in KMH type way, you know? So, I don't know.
I've had some fun encounters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
One time, like, actually, well, I ended up being with her for a bit, which was a big mistake. That wasn't a real relationship. But anyway, like, after we broke up, she had like really bad BPD, and she like hand delivered a letter to my former address, the mailbox.
Former address. So
Yeah.
you don't live there
No.
anymore.
I was living there at the time.
Oh, okay.
But she showed up, like it was handwritten, put in the mailbox, like this whole fucking love letter on like multiple sides. I thought I was getting killed.
Times, like,
Bro, I thought I was getting stabbed for sure, bro.
yeah, bro. If she's like, yeah, once you break up, like,
She
don't go
used to-
near my anything. Don't go
Yeah.
near my mailbox, my door, my car.
Yeah. I was worried because she told me one time that she threw a knife at her dad, and I was like, okay, well if that's your dad, who the fuck am I?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Even the bloodline's not safe. Yeah.
Yeah, the bloodline's not safe.
Yeah.
I don't
Run
like-
fast, dude.
I don't like my odds. you
Run
know?
fast.
Yeah. Do you think necrophilia is low-key the ultimate compliment? Like if someone digs you up and fucks your dead body?
I know what it is.
No, I know. I just mean, yeah, yeah.
I guess it like, okay, not for me.
Right.
But I guess if you're into that sort of thing,
There's someone out there for you. I would appreciate that.
well, someone down there for you maybe.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you dig them up, but
Yeah.
like, so the way I look at it
Mm.
is if you're into that kind of thing, yeah, I guess it is. For me, I can't have any kind of like sexual encounter unless like we both like showered in the last 2 hours.
Right.
So like rotting is a little past the line for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if that you know floats your boat, no, don't do that. It's not a good idea. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Never mind.
Yeah, I feel that. There's probably like a good amount of morticians that are into that sort of thing. If you're like working on them all the time.
Yeah, because like think about it. Like, how many a lot of people that are into kids work with kids.
Yeah.
So you're
Probably at
probably
least
getting-
1 in 3.
getting freaky with like a fucking leg down there, you know? Or
Yeah,
something. Like,
yeah. At least thinking about it.
Yeah.
Gets you through the shift.
There's no way they're not taking a peek, you know? At least.
Oh, absolutely.
At least.
Yeah. It's part of the job. They gotta,
Yeah.
make notes and shit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's always an interesting. You know, it's funny too, like with, because like death is like such a scam too. Like, so I'm hoping, like, I want to be burned up. I don't want to be rotting in the ground personally. But what's nice is,
Resonate with
so
that, yeah.
like if you don't, so that's like 15 grand to get fucking, burned up for your family.
Okay.
But what's funny though is if you don't fill out any documents or whatever, just you go to the city and then they'll burn you up for free. So it's a big scam.
Why don't you just do that? Yeah.
Right?
Like, I don't know who he is.
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's like,
Just drop him off.
yeah, I don't know if I want to.
But then how do you collect the remains if because it's not like, oh, this is like unknown person 8. Like it's unknown, right?
Right.
Or do they mark it like that? Like how do you pick up the
Oh,
remains if it's unknown?
I think they still ID you. It's just because you
or
didn't.
they just like
you
throw it
didn't-
into a bin with the rest of the ashes like bulk barn, you know?
Yeah,
You
it's
just-
a combo platter.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like
it's
all
got.
the-
They got to have like a better oven or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, efficiency. I wonder how many like people that happens to. Like,
A lot.
Can't just be homeless people.
No.
Not everybody signs up because like do you have to pay for the shit beforehand when you're writing your will? The funeral arrangements and stuff?
But I know like some of the people we've had to pick up, like body wise or that I have in the past, like sometimes they'll have family and their family won't claim them. So like they have family, but like the family doesn't show up. So I think they go under like the unknown or unclaimed too.
Oh, okay. True.
So it happens more than you think, but
It's kind of diss though if your family's like just not claiming.
that sideways is fuck.
They're
bro.
just like, oh, it's too mish.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, actually, Frank.
Hey man, they died. You know,
Yeah.
go get them.
Yeah.
I think
right?
that's kind of
It's crazy.
kind of wild.
It is wild, bro. It's like that's the last thing you have to do.
Yeah. It's literally one more thing, you know, and then you never have to do anything for them
You
again.
don't have to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah. Honestly, I don't even care. Fuck the estate.
And it's not like they're
Fuck
heavy; they're in a
everything.
bag. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you don't have to carry them. Like
You gotta
just-
call somebody.
Just put them in your pocket. You know?
Bring him to a park. Bring him somewhere.
Yeah.
Bring him to a fucking Wendy's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the paramedic stuff? Like,
Yeah. I think with like my ADHD, I can't sit behind like a cold hard desk all day. I can't do that.
right.
Like sitting for an hour even now. Like, that's why I had to get up and scale that tree. That was low key for me.
Oh yeah.
But
You're the
yeah.
first person that's got up.
Nice,
Since,
nice.
yeah, it's
I
been
knew
good.
I would be. I cannot sit still.
First
But
outdoor pod too. Yeah.
beauty.
Yeah.
No, I do like it. Like for like the ADHD aspect of it, like you're not doing the same thing every day. You're going to different places. Every day is different. So you're like it stimulates me that way.
Yeah.
It feels really purposeful too. Like really like helping people and like it does something for like my heart to help people on that kind of level. And the shit days are definitely shit, bro. Like you see some shit you can't think of. Like it's something you didn't think existed. Some of the stuff you see, you don't think it exists until you see it. Like it's not something that your brain can conjure up
You just
on
can't
its own.
imagine it.
Yeah. So that side of it's definitely like gut wrenching sometimes.
Right.
But you got to stay on top of it. And, like,
Is there a certain amount of like therapy and stuff that they cover?
Yeah. So there's actually a line ran for paramedics by paramedics. It's
Okay.
a helpline, and then like all the therapy that you can need. Like you can get a lot of time off too. Like when one of my buddies, like a military guy, like slit his throat in front of my paramedic buddy.
Jesus.
And obviously that's a lot to see.
Yeah.
And to deal with, and like that, no one expects that happening in their day. And like, yeah, the time off you get is pretty immaculate. It's like 4 months, and like they're really focused on your mental health. They make sure that you have the tools to get through the job. It's definitely like up to you to use them.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that don't, and it ends up biting them in the ass in the
For
long
sure.
run. So I think
Absolutely.
staying on top of it, and like when fucked up shit happens, address it. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty good job, man. I really like it. And honestly, like most calls are not fucked. Like you'd be so surprised the people that call for like sunburns or nosebleeds.
Okay.
It's fucking
True.
It's like night and day. Like it's all the time. So like
chill or tragedy. Chill.
yeah. It's either like you don't need an ambulance or like you need a coroner. Like there's really no in the middle for most calls.
That would be a shit job too, coroner.
Yeah.
Not good pay.
I haven't
though.
seen too many that are fucking happy. Like
No.
when they have to pull up on scene or whatever. If we come like to obviously dead, like an obviously dead human, like they're rigged, they're like decapitated or something.
Jesus.
Like we'll call coroner, but none of them are pulling up with a smile. Like none of them have any emotion in their face at all.
Right.
Which I don't blame them. You're dealing with tragedy every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty dark. Like, yeah, people think paramedic. Like, I can't imagine being a coroner like that, and it's just spooky, bro. Like, I'm not like I didn't even used to be good with blood. I'll touch on that actually.
Right.
But like,
Really?
yeah. Okay, I'll run you a story quick.
Okay.
So, when I was in Oklahoma, I was doing kinesiology as my major.
Yeah.
And one of the schools I went to, if you were in kinesiology, you had to be like a student trainer on the sidelines for another varsity sport.
Okay.
So I had football, and I was on the sidelines for football, and just mainly just taping wrists and ankles, and like, nothing too crazy. I was also a freshman, so like my knowledge wasn't like huge by any means. I was like first year, and football's in the first beginning half of the year. So I barely learned anything. So I was just like taping.
You're just
wrists and ankles.
freestyling it. You're like,
Yeah,
okay.
just like, oh, this fucking works. And so this one time, bro, they like, if people had twisted them or whatever, like they'd send them over to me. And this one time, bro, when the coach comes up to me and he's like, you got to go see that guy over there. And I look over and I recognize the guy. He's a guy of Caribbean descent, but I've never seen this guy so fucking white in the face.
Damn.
And he like, lives
Lost
on my
a lot
dorm
of blood.
floor. I see him
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck happened to this guy, right? And he's got a blanket over his legs.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So something with his legs, obviously, but like he's not crying, he's not wincing in pain. Like he looks just scared.
Just
And I'm
shook.
like, yeah. So they're like, don't take this blanket off his leg. Like everything's supported. We need you to drive from like the stadium edge. So we had a little golf cart.
Right. Yeah.
So I transported him to where the ambulance was waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting curious now though, right? Because I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's not saying a word. He's normally talkative. Like it's a completely different version of this guy that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm driving the golf cart and I see him start like in my peripheral. I'm kind of like this. I see him kind of like messing with the towel, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get a peek of what's going on, right? So fuck. He pulls the towel up and I look back, bro. The bone, it's compound fracture. The bone's going through his skin, right? I'm not good with blood though, and I didn't know it at this point. Bro, the next thing I remember is waking up on this grassy hill, right? Him screaming. So I guess when I looked back and saw it, I fucking fainted driving this golf cart with this fucking guy on the back.
Shit, and he fell off?
I crashed it, bro, at the wheel. So and
Oh, fuck.
yeah, so I wake up, like, golf cart's, like, over here. I'm on, like, and Buddy's screaming, and then like, all these personnel are running up to me. And, yeah, I guess I just fucking conked out because I saw his fucking leg. But I had no idea how to react like that. But that's the first time I realized. But I was like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't do this. And now I'm a paramedic, so I didn't take my own advice. But
No.
yeah, once you see
But it
enough
worked
of it,
out.
Yeah, somehow. I don't know how I got over that or what changed, but yeah, now blood's fine. But yeah,
Really dove into the fear. You like, you know, that's what people always say. You gotta face it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You fucking
exactly
punch right through that bitch.
But yeah, I wasn't allowed to be on the sidelines for the football team anymore after that.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, man.
It's a hard one.
Yeah. I don't even know, man. But I just been taking shit day by day, week by week, and yeah, man, that's the kind of self-care I need to take for myself right now. And in 10 years, I hope I'm not thinking the way I'm thinking now.
Right.
And things are a little more solid, and you know, I know I'll have a kind of a new a new shell by then about how to deal with all this, and this won't be affecting me the way it is now. But yeah, I think in 10 years, man, just to be happy, just to everything that we've talked about, just to, advice and things to live by. Hopefully I'm still living by those things, and I think if that's the way I decide to approach my life, I'll end up where I need to be. But I mean, it's all in God's hands, honestly, man. There's not too much I can control. I just try and be the best person you can day by day, and hope for the best. And yeah, just don't sell yourself short. Become a better version of you every day, which is what I'm trying to practice. And
For sure.
yeah, that's kind of how I'm looking at it at this moment in time.
I like that, man. I like that. What's the song called that's coming out?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
So the song will already be out by the time this pod comes out. So if you're watching this still, love you. Go stream Joe Burrow. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
I just appreciate your time, brother.
Of course,
and fuck, man, nice sunny day, dude. Feels like spring. I don't have trust issues anymore with this spring-winter shit. And
Hell
fucking,
yeah. No complaints.
Yeah, dude, life's good.
Life is good.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah, dude. Respect, brother.
Yes, sir, bro. Appreciate you, brother.
Gang. All right.
My fly was undone that whole video.